Hey everybody, it's Miranda here, and I've got a design team project from Discount Paper Crafts Etsy store, and it is a layout that I created using the new Prima papers. I used the engraver line as well as the divine paper. I think I mixed a little bit of sunset sunrise in here as well. But anyway, I do have a little snippet at the end on how I created some of this. I didn't record the whole thing because I just forgot that I was recording. I got so wrapped up in the moment, and my camera had died and I just was completely done before I realized it. So I don't know exactly how far it got, but I was really wanting to show how to do this rollback technique. It's really basic, but a lot of people had asked me how I did that on my mini album over at Swirly Do. So I wanted to show you how I did that. And it may look like you're wasting a lot of paper, but the strips are like literally this big. I don't waste paper at all. So I wanted to show you how to do that. It's a really super dimensional, as you can see, and I really love it. I just backed it on some chipboard. Excuse that for now. I had a big accident on the back of it. That's one of the good reasons about adhering it to chipboard anyway. But I did a lot of fun techniques on here, and this paper is to die for. I used some tissue paper, some clear white tissue paper. It was like transparent white, because I didn't want to cover up the paper, but I wanted to just kind of create some dimension. So from afar it just looks really cool and looks like the paper is just like that. So I put some here, a little bit over here, some up here as well, and then some over here to the side. And I made this layout following the Prima BAP challenge, build a page over at the Prima blog. I always try to do more layouts, and I find like sketches like Once Upon a Sketch and the Prima BAP, they always help me because they kind of give you your placement of your elements and stuff, and it helps me out. So on the sketch in here they had like a big floral element coming off to the side. I interpreted that as making this instead. They had like, you know, some wavy stuff down here, so I just adhered some different papers. This is from the Divine collection. This is more of the engraver, and I just cross-stitched with chain here on the engraver piece. I've used my crackle mask from Prima from Discount Paper Crafts all over. Of course, the engraver paper and the Divine paper are both from Discount Paper Crafts. And then up here I did some more. Let me move the camera just a little bit so I can show y'all better. There we go. This is the same thing up here. I just put the cross-stitching in the paper and added it there. More of the crackle mask. And I did some random splattering of some different sprays, some pink and some gray and some silver, just randomly throughout, just to do little breakups of, you know, random color on there. So the background, that's the background. I did cut some of the like octagon type shapes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hectagon. Let's go back to math. I think the hectagon's 6 sides and the octagon's 8, but you know what I'm talking about, the chicken wiry type looking stuff. So I cut that out from the Divine paper and I just popped it up a little bit, distressed the edges. I have some there, and I have a few poking out over here as well because the challenge had, I don't remember what it had, I think it was just dots, but it had something coming out of the background like that. And then it had a circle focal point where you could use like a doily or something. I chose to use the Leaky Shed chipboard clock, and I was kind of bummed because a lot of it got covered up, but let me show you what it looks like really quickly, y'all. It looks like this right here, and that is the clock that I use. Cathie has all of these in her store right now. They are really great chipboard, y'all. Leaky Shed over there in Cathie's store. So I used this one. I got it in my design team package. And what I did to color it was I just gessoed it, and then I used enamels and Silver Fox on there. So it's really, let me turn it this way so you guys can see the dimension and stuff. It's really dimensional, and that enamel just like pops up on it so well. It's really pretty. So that's how I colored it, just with the enamels. And I put that at the top and at the bottom, and like I said, most of it got covered up, but it is down there. The picture I printed out on transparency again. I really like to do that. I think it just makes my layouts really interesting, and then you can always see the pattern paper behind it, so that it's like the engraver paper, and you can see the maps like on our faces and stuff and on his body. So it's really cool. So I put that there. Got a little Prima resin piece up here on the corner, which was my last piece left over from a set from last release by Prima that I got from Cathie's store. I did a lot of fussy cutting of the paper line, which is really fun. There was another sheet like this one in there, so I just fussy cut like this piece out and the little flowers there, I fussy cut out, and then this one coming up over, and then this big piece over here. This is all fussy cut out from the paper line, so it's really, really pretty. I just really wanted to include that in there. This little rose piece over here going down, it's all fussy cut from there. I added some Spanish moss randomly coming in and out of this spray. Well, first I laid down some cheesecloth. And I don't know if I got that far on the video, but I just laid down a lot of cheesecloth for texture coming out everywhere. You can just see it poking out. And then I laid down some Spanish moss. And then I laid down like some dried flower twigs that I'd got from Michael. So they're there and coming up on the side there. I just thought it was really natural looking and really went well with the engraver paper. And then all of the flowers here I got from Discount Paper Crafts. This is one of the new, let me think of the name really quickly, y'all. Let me grab them so I can show you. These are the Hello Pastel flowers, and they are called, I can't remember, I want to say they're called Ladybird or something, but I could be totally wrong, but they're really, really pretty. And then also I got these ones from Cathie's store. They are so yummy, y'all. Oh, I just love them. You get a whole bundle of them, and they're black, but they have them in different colors too. So anyway, that's the flower I used there, and a lot of it got covered up, but that's fine with me. I used a Prima Finnabair, one of her metal flowers there, which I love, and I just kind of bent it up, not bended, y'all, excuse my English. I bent it up a little bit so it's more dimensional and just went over it with a little bit of gesso. I have a Finnabair numeral back here from Cathie's store as well. I have a little Prima crown, and I don't, forgive me, but I don't remember if I got this from Cathie's store or not, I'm sorry, but it's just one of the Prima crowns from the last release. And then this is a Prima flower, and then over here this is one of the Cabaletta flowers from last release as well, and I had a few of those left over, so I used that one on here. And then the center to the clock up here, I just put the clock keys here in the center of the flower, and I used enamels on that as well, so you can see just how textured that is and pretty, really shimmery. And then I just went over it with a little bit of gesso as well to kind of highlight different areas. And then over here I just have the Prima Alphas that I got from Cathie's store as well, and it says Love Is, and that's the title of the layout. So it's just a picture of me and my honey there. But yeah, I layered lots of papers over here. Engraver, Divine, Engraver. So I guess I didn't use the Sunset Sunrise. Or I had initially, I think I put this part initially Sunrise and Sunset paper, and then ended up changing it out to the Divine under there. But anyway, I'll go into the video recording now of what I did catch, y'all. I'm sorry that it will end abruptly on y'all, but I just lost track of time. So anyway, I will put a link down below to the Discount Paper Crafts Etsy store, of course, and then I will have a link to my blog below, and then every product that I use that Cathie currently has in stock, I will link back to the store. But of course, go check out her store and see what else she has, all the amazing new yummy stuff. And also, what else was I going to say? I can't remember, y'all. So anyway, I guess it wasn't that important, but I hope you guys like my layout, and you should really try to play along with the BAPs. It's really fun, especially for those of you who find layouts challenging. Oh, what I was going to say is the voting is now over for round 1 of the Discount Paper Crafts Designers Challenge, and 4 of the ladies advanced and 2 of the ladies were eliminated this round, but it was just a super fun competition, and thank you to everyone who voted. And now the next one is coming up. They'll be getting their packages soon, and it's a totally different theme, so of course follow along. And for those of you who spread the word about it and, you know, do video responses, anything, just promoting the voting and the challenge going on, there will be a giveaway for those of you who are doing that. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll go into the start to finish of the background now.